Hey kindergartners, it's Gardener Sydney here. I am out in the Morse school garden and we are doing an experiment. For a while we have been learning about materials in the garden. We've been learning about plastic, wood, metal, and even things that combine two materials. We have been wondering all this time, why are certain materials in the garden? What materials are we using to build? And so I brought us some supplies to do an experiment. Here we have our experiment mystery bag. Inside we have wood, cardboard, paper, a tile, and plastic. We have all of these materials that I brought because I want to learn more about them. Which materials would be good for building? Which ones wouldn't? Let's look at all of our materials and then set up our experiment. Our very first material is our plastic cup. It's very clear. It makes an interesting sound. And if I look through it, I can see my fingers. It's very thin. Would this be a good material to use to build in the garden? It's also pretty flexible. The next material is this. It's wood. This material is made of wood, just like our garden beds and even our garden trees. The wood is very smooth. I can't see through it. I can't squeeze it. And it sounds pretty hard. Our third material is our cardboard. So the cardboard is also pretty thin. It's not see-through. Makes a scratching sound. It seems a little bit flimsy, a little bit bendable. Next is our paper. This is a paper napkin, and again, it's not very hard. It's very flexible, and it's very light in my hands. And finally, we have a tile. So a tile is something you might find on your floors or in your bathroom. It's very hard. It's not flexible, and it's pretty heavy. As scientists and engineers, we want to think about what materials would be good to use to build in the garden. We have our 5 materials here, and for our experiment, we are going to leave them in the garden for 1 week and see what happens to them. Do you think that they all will look exactly the same? I'm gonna set up our experiment and put a sign up so people know what we are doing. Our experiment is all set up. We have our paper, our tile, our plastic, our cardboard, and our wood. I added these bricks and rocks because I don't want to litter and I don't want our paper and cardboard to fly away. So they're just gonna help hold it down. Everything else should stay put, and all we have to do is wait. So gardeners, what do you think is going to happen to our materials? How will they change in 1 week? I can't wait to come back and see. Bye friends.